live stream again. So in today's live stream, let us answer these questions. Let's answer these questions. If 2 plus 1 is 3, if 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 5 is 10. Sorry, 3 plus 2 is 10. 4 plus 3 is 21. And 5 plus 4 is 36. Now, what is 6 plus 5? What is 6 plus 5? So, as usual, you are welcome back to my channel, and we are going to supply answer to this as well. We are going to supply the answer to this as well. So, all I need from you is to suggest what do you think the answer should be. Try your own first. Try your own first. Then at the end of it all, after some time, we are going to supply the answer to this. Okay. All right. So that is it. That is how we roll. That is how we roll. The question says, that 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 10. 4 plus 3 is 21. And we are asked what 5 plus 4 is. Okay, 5 plus 4 is 36. So what is 6 plus 5? Okay. Someone says the answer is 55. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. If 2 plus 1 is 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 3 is 21, 5 plus 4 is 36. Now, what is 6 plus 5? Mohammed said the answer is 150. Okay. Ahmed, you're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, Mohammed has changed his mind. He says the answer is 55. Yeah. Okay. Sultan, you're welcome. So Sultan says the answer is 55 as well. Sultan says the answer is 55. And all right. So if 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 10, 4 plus 3 is 21, 5 plus 4 is 36. What is 6 plus 5? What is 6 plus 5? Sorry about that. I had to leave for something. Okay. So, Sultan says the answer is 55. Um, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Okay. I need more answers. I need more answers. I need more answers. I need more answers. More answers, guys. Please. So, Abasi, hello, you are welcome. You are welcome, Abasi. So if 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 10. Oh, Abasi is saying the same thing. Please kindly tell us how you got the answer. Most of you say the answer is 55. Kindly tell me how you got the answer. Two plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 10. 4 plus 3 is 21. Now, what is 5 plus 4? All right. Abasi says the answer is 56 as well. Sorry, 55 as well. All right. May says the answer is 41. May says the answer is 41. Okay. Cabello says it's 55. Cabello says it's 55. Okay. So we have two answers. One is 41, another is 55. These are the two different answers we have for this. Okay. Now let's solve it together. So this is the formula that they are using. This is the formula they are making use of. Okay. So, for example, for the first one, you'll have 2 minus 1, which will give you what? 1 times a plus b, that is 2 plus 1 is 3, and you will get 3. Similarly, for the second one, 3 minus 1 is 2, so you'll have 2 times 3 plus 2 is 5, and you will have 10. Okay, Now 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 times 4 plus 3, which is what? 3 times 7, and that will give you 21. So that means that for the last one, it's going to be 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 times 6 plus 5 is 11, and your answer is 55. So if your answer is 55, then you are 100% correct. Now, we have another question that will require you to make use of you need to think. You need to think very well to get this right, because this is not all about being mathematically inclined. It's all about being able to think critically, okay? So this says that D plus D plus D is equal to 12. D plus D plus D is 12. D plus C is 7. C plus D plus B is 9. Is 9. Now the question says, what is B plus C multiplied by J? Now the problem here is this J. Some of you might be able to get A, B, C. Okay, you might be able to get B, C, D, but your J, you just have to think critically to get the value of J. So let's go. Let's see those that will get this right. Let's see those that will get this right. If D plus D plus D is 12, now I always tell my subscribers this, and that reminds me, if this is your first time of joining us, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, May, you're welcome. Caballo, you are welcome. Seminatisha, you are. Tamina Tika, you are welcome as well. Every other person that has joined and I've not recognized you, I'm sorry, you are welcome. Okay, so let's do this. This is really easy. I always tell my subscribers, whenever you see this system of equations, Yasmin, hello. Anytime you see this system of equations, okay, I always tell my subscribers, look for a loophole. There must be, among all those equations, there must be a weak one that will help you to kickstart the whole thing. They always pack different solutions or different equations, but when you keep looking, there must be one that is weak that you can start with. All right. So if then that is the case, then look for that weak equation and start from there. Seminatica says the answer is 32 for sure. Okay, so once you start from there, you move. So as you're solving it, I'm also solving mine. Okay, I'm also solving mine. So what do you think the answer should be? Okay. So I'm still solving mine. Yes, it's very possible. It is very possible. Gita is saying J equals minus 2 over 3. No. Just look at it very well. There is a pattern there. If you solve it very well, you are going to see a pattern. So Desmond, look for a pattern. If you solve it very well, you see a pattern to define your J. It's very easy. Taminatika says, I don't think I know. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, etc. Yasmin says 30. Like I said, I'm still solving mine. So I am still solving mine. So I cannot actually say this is the answer right now. So I'm still solving mine. So the question says B plus C multiplied by J. I've successfully gotten the value of my B and the value of my C and my D and my J as well. So the equation will now be my B plus my C times my J. So that will be, okay, I've gotten my answer. Yes, guys, I've solved it. I have my solution. Okay, so let me go through the comment section and see those that got it right. Okay, Jasmine says it's 30. Aruke says it's 5J. And what is J? That J is very important. Okay, the J is very important. Remember, we go for all those IQ tests that you can meet in your interviews. You can also see in your admission test. So we are not here to play. We are serious. So Myriad says it's 32. Seminatika says 32 as well. Yasmin says it's 28. Desmond says it's 50. Itman says 50. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Please hit the subscription button and turn on your notification bell as well, so that I go live multiple times a day, so that you'll be notified anytime I go live. I don't have stipulated times. Okay, so I don't have stipulated times. So just on your notification bell and like our live stream. If you actually love what we are doing, please like our live stream. Okay, so Saritika says N. Yasmin is saying it's 50, and then says Terminatika is saying no, is not. Yasmin says 1. Mia says it's 32. Now, Geta is saying that it cannot be defined without the answer. The numerical number. My guess was based on B plus C times J equals 0. Okay, now Terminatica is saying you multiply first. Yasmin says 30. Ma says it's 10. Your name is in Chinese or Japanese. I don't know. I'm so sorry, I can't read that. But you say your answer is 32. Please kindly tell me your name so that I can call you by your name. La Aya says it's 32. This 5J is 10. Nice one. Maz is saying the answer is 50. Terminatica is addressing someone. It says, Maz, come on, second grade maths. Really? Okay. Oops, A is 5. It's Maz says, oh, 32. No, yeah, you're right. Okay. Terminatica say is now laughing. Okay, now let's concentrate on those that are dropping the answers, as we have enough to read. So Magomedka is saying it's 32. It's Maz says, nice life, go to go. All right, thank you so much, Maz. Aruke says 50. Give something harder. All right, no problem, I will. Million design is 32. Values of letters is its place in the alphabet. That is the pattern. Okay. Okay. Owal says 3 plus 2J. That is the answer. J has no any numerical value. Remember, this is an IQ test. You are expected to provide the value of J. Okay. Aruke says it's 50. Gator says J is 10. It's not a math problem. It's just looking for a pattern. Okay. Terminatica says no, it's not. It's 32. Okay, I think she's addressing someone. So Miyad is saying multiplying before you add. Pem dance. I think Miyad is trying to address the last answer, that you need to be careful while trying to solve it, that you are supposed to apply your PEMDAS or your BODMAS, that is your order of operation, before you get the answer right. So RK is saying J is 10. All right. Thank you, RK. If your answer is 10, we are going to find out sooner if that is the right answer as well. Okay. Like I said, we go for interview questions, admission test questions, those things you Okay, and Terminatica, please let's love each other, okay? So RKT is saying, oh, that is true, multiply first. All right, so please, we can actually correct each other with love, and we have to carefully choose our words so that we don't offend anyone. All right, now I think at this point, most of you have figured out the answer and how this goes. But there are some persons, no, you cannot equate it to zero. There are some of us that sincerely, they don't understand what is going on. And they will need us to solve this for them to really understand. Okay? Mubarak, you are saying, are we equate? Okay, I've answered that. Carlos says 4 is D. Arithmetic said 32 is the answer. Carlos is saying C is 3. B is 9. B is 9. Okay, really? Our says, actually, I'm confused. No problem. I'll just stay put. I'm going to explain this in details that anytime you see this type of question, you will be able to solve it within a twinkle of an eye. B is 2. Sorry, right. Julian says the answer is 32. Okay. Julian says J is 10, B is 2, C is 3, and D is 4. All right. Let's go, guys. Castillo says, Julian, you beat me. Guess what? 5J. Guess what says the answer is 5J. Carlos Castillo, good job. Give a harder question. All right, I will. Someone is saying it's actually possible to find J. No, it's not. It's actually very easy to find your J. I don't think you've given it a try. If you have given it a try, it will be very easy for you to find. Okay? All right. So let's get this. Let's solve it for the benefit of those of us that sincerely don't know how to go about this. Okay. Remember what I said. I said that anytime you are faced with this type of question, please, I will have to hold this on my hand so that I can see your comments. Okay. So as I was saying, you always have series of, I hope this is not what I think, what I'm thinking. Okay. Now, let's us, Nick, thank you so much for the compliment. Now, let's do this together. Like I said, if you are one of my subscribers, at a point, you'll be very good in IQ tests. When you have system of equations like this, I will advise, always look for the weak equation. There must be an equation that is very weak. Yes, so weak that you can easily dictate a particular variable from there. Now, if you look at the first equation, you are going to see that that equation is very weak in the sense that we can easily tell what D is from the first equation. And that is exactly what we are going to do. All right. Now, from this first equation, we have D plus D plus D. Now, D plus D plus D will give us 3D. So we have 3D is equal to 12. So from here, if we divide both sides of this equation by 3, we are going to get D to be equal to 4. So you can see that the first and the weakest equation is the first one. So from there, we have gotten the value of D. All right. So we now keep it aside. D is equal to 4. Now, if D is equal to 4, we can easily get C now from 7, from equation 2, this equation. All right. Because we say 4 plus what will give us 7. And you can easily say that 4 plus 3 will give you 7. So that way you have gotten your C to be 3. So we have C to be equal to 3. Now remaining our B. So we have C to be 3. We have D to be 4. All right. Now you can see that 3 plus 4 is 7. All right. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus what will give us 9? And that is 2. So you can see that B is equal to 2. Now, our problem here is J. How do we get J? How do we get J? If you actually look at this particular equation, that is the last one, you will find it difficult to get J because J is not actually here among the initial equations. So what are you going to do? You look at the pattern. This is why it's an IQ test. You can see that B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. So it's obvious that the number, their answers depend on their position, on their different positions on when you write it in series, that is alphabet. So if you do that, if you check your J, it will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. You will see that J is equal to 10. And that is how you go about it. So we substitute. Our B is 2. Our C is 3 multiplied by 10. Now, when you get to this point, please do not make this mistake of saying 2 plus 3 is 5 and 5 times 10 is 50. You have failed it. That is because you are supposed to apply your order of operations. All right? You are meant to apply your order of operations. And when you do that, you notice that in your order of operation, you need to multiply before you add this. Okay? All right, this. Okay? All right. Now, let us discuss another question. Now, another question is this. This is another question. In this question, we have this. We have this triangle, the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. All right? And in these triangles, we have 2, 6, 2. We have 1, 3, 4. We have 2, 5, 3. And we have what 1, 0. So we are expected to find the number, all right, the missing number. And then these are the options. Option A is 1. Option B is 2. Option C is 3. While option D is 4. Now, I'll give you a heads up. Think outside the box. When I say think about outside the box, I know that most of us, we keep thinking inside the box. Think outside the box. Just giving us hints anyway. Don't mind me. And to remind you to subscribe to the channel if this or conquering. Okay, so sorry about that. Network was poor. I think I need to switch to another. I think I need to switch to another Wi-Fi. Okay. Right. So let's go, friends. Friends, let's go. I'm waiting for your answers. Like I said, so that this I shouldn't say think outside the box. I should say think outside the triangle. Okay, think outside the triangle. Okay. Someone says the answer is D. Someone said the answer is D. Alexander said it's 1. Okay. Almighty One said it's D. Alexander says 1. Deontay Douglas. Douglas says the answer is 1. So like I said, we are not here to joke. We are talking about Kote says, do you have a channel? Is it possible for me to stream live if I don't have a channel? How possible is that? Of course, I'm streaming live from my channel. All right. So, Chini says maths. All right, let's go, guys. Thank you for your likes. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much. If this is the first time you are coming across this channel, please hit the subscription button and turn on your notification bell as well. All right. Now, Belson says all answer is 10. A is the answer. Wow, that is Belson. But still, if you don't think outside the triangle, you may still not get this. Okay. Alan is saying, how can you criticize the way the lady speaks? How do you speak, bro? Alan, don't worry. The truth here is we come from different race, different tribes, and the truth remains that we have our natural accents, okay? The way I speak my English, because English is not my mother tongue, I am not born English. I use English because I believe it's a general language that most people can understand. So if you should speak my own language, trust me, your accent will be funny as well. So, so it is a normal thing that when someone else is speaking your language, it's going to sound somehow. So all you need to do is to concentrate and try to understand. What's important here is communication. Understand what the person is saying, and that is just it. If you speak my own language, it's just like when English speaking people come to my state or come to my country. When they speak my language, I laugh because their accent will be so funny. All right. All right, Alan, thank you so much. I love you for that. And let's continue, please. Now, Bouncing says the answer is 10. Bouncing says, so the answer is A. All right. Now, Derek J says it's C. Derek J says the answer is 3 as well. Okay. Maclean says, why don't you? Maclean, thank you so much. Now do me a favor. Please ignore any negative comments. If I can't handle it, I'll just hide the person from the channel. But right now, when I see such things, seriously, when I see such things, I laugh because it's really funny and I see it as a grown-up behaving like a child, you know. So I enjoy it to the fullest. And when I can't enjoy it anymore and I feel it's a distraction, I hide the person from my channel. This is my channel, all right? Alan, I'm from Nigeria and Igbo is my tribe. So if I tell you to say any words in Igbo now, I'm super, super sure that when you say it, I'll start laughing because your accent will be funny. So that is the same thing with us speaking English. All right. Okay. All right. Someone say hi. H13 says the answer is B. Myriad says the answer is A. Gaming Station, thank you. Thank you for joining today. Gaming Station is suggesting that I solve it. Of course, you know I'm going to solve it. Ugo Ebube, one name kedu, I'm fine. At the moment, Ugo Kenkeneme. I'm so happy to meet you here. Seeing my tribe, my tribe person is here. Ugo Dalu, oh, Dalu one name Madu. All right, Milia says, is the top of the first triangle a 2 or a 1? Oh, it's a 2. If that is confusing you, sorry, let me write it very well. It's a 2. It's a 2, please. Sorry. It's a 2. All right. Okay. It's a missing number reasoning problem. Yeah, answer B, all the corners equal 10. 1 plus this. Thank you, H13. Ugebe saying all the okay, one name Dalo O. Ebe kisi, ebe ki nokwan. Aka m nokwa Nigeria, Nigeria. Alan says, ya mere niwe dị n'asụsụ Igbo. Ọ ga-awa. Alan, what are you trying to write? Ya mere m wee dị n'asụsụ Igbo. Ọ ga-awa. Wow, you're really trying. Alan, are you from here? Oh, you are trying to learn. Miller says the answer is A. Belson says it's A. Red says it's a 2. Okay, Ugo, wow. Daalụ nwanne mmadụ, daalụ nwanne mmadụ. Chukwu gọzikwa gị ebe ọbụla ị nọ, nyere gị aka ka ị nweta ihe na-achọ. Okay, Red says the answer is 2. All right. Then Court says the answer is 1. Now, I'm really enjoying this. Amen. You say. Okay. Alan is saying the answer is 4. Okay. I think it's time to say what the answer is, right? I think so. Okay. F is saying it's 3. This is really easy, but not easy. That's the truth. It's easy, but not easy. Okay, let's solve this for the benefit of those of us that sincerely don't know the answer. I think I'm having reflection of light from this. Excuse me, let me see if I think it's better this way without the reflection of light or something. All right, now let's do this together. Like I said, think outside the box or think outside the triangle. Anyhow you want to say it. So if I think outside the box, you can see that if I add 6 to 2 to 1 to 1, I will have 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, and I will have 10. Okay? Now, similarly, another complete set is if I take 2, take 3, take 5, and take 0. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 0 will still give us 10. All right? Now, that simply means that the pattern here is you add them outside the triangle. So we're going to add 2 to 4 to 3 and to whatever that is missing here to get 10 as well. So we add 2 to 4 to 3 and to whatever that is missing here. And the answer is we expected to have 10 as the answer. Why is bro recording this on an Android? All right, now let's continue. So we have 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. So we have 9 plus what is 10. So you can see that the answer is 1, and that is option A. All right, that is option A. Okay, now, amazing, right? Someone is saying your camera sucks. Okay, we get going anyways. All right, some days are like that, and we keep praying for us to upgrade to something better. All right, now let us drop another question. I don't know if I should increase the lights. I feel like increasing the lights increases the reflection and makes things worse, but let me try. Let me try. Okay. 9 plus 4 is the British Empire. All right, friends, let's solve this. Remember that you expect these questions in your interviews or your admission tests. Okay, so we are not here to joke at all. We are not joking here. So you are here to learn. Ignore the quality of the camera. Ignore anything ignorable. I don't know if that English is right. And go ahead and pick what you are here for. Ignore the bad energies and we move. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, 6, 8. And we have 12, 16. Now, what is the answer that is supposed to be here? Or what is the number that is supposed to be here? Now, we have option A is 30. Option B is 31. Is 32. And option D is 22. So which of them is the right answer? Remember, they must follow a pattern. Try to understand how this goes. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, someone said, let's try. I love that. Fetisha says, I would never solve it. Are you serious? You can give it a try. I love Islam says, let's try. That's the spirit. Okay. All things says it's level question. It's level. Okay. Most of you are saying 32. I would like you to look at that very well. Okay. Look at that very well. Okay. Remember, this is an IQ test. You might be seeing the solution to be 32 and it's not 32. You got to check for other possible values that might be the answer. Okay. All right. Now, MC says it's 32. Samuel, okay, sorry, Islam says it's C. Devin says it's 32. McLean is saying it's 32. What if the answer is not 32? I'm just asking, what if your answer is not 32? Now, Trip Taylor says it's 32. Delano says it's 32. David Jones says it's 31. McLean says, is it times 2 every row? You are supposed to figure that out, my... Yeah, McLean, you are meant to figure that out yourself. Chris says 31. Shelby says it's P. Okay. David Jones says 2 above plus 1 on the second row, now plus 2 on the third row, plus 3 on the fourth. That is David. And Lambda says is 22. 22. Okay. Let's go. What if the answer is not 32? I'm still saying it. What if the answer is not 32? So David Jones is saying it's 31. Every other person is saying it's 32. And Lombarda is saying is 22. Okay. Let's go, friends. I'm getting more of 32. Tripathi says it's 32. Rashid is saying it's 32. David Jones is saying it's 31. Remember, they must follow a pattern, and this pattern must be constant. You can't drop the answer. Your answer cannot be right if the pattern you are using is not constant. Okay, Shannon says it's 31. Ugo is saying it's 31 as well. All right, Irish so is saying it's 24. Okay. Nice one, friends. Nice one. Yeah, we keep going until I see that we have exhausted our options. Okay, now Devin is saying the only common pattern is doubling from the right side diagonally to the left. Therefore, the only possible answer is 32. Okay, did you consider the fact, Joyce, that if that were to be the pattern, then 1 is left out of the pattern, and it simply suggests that 1 is irrelevant. And this is an IQ test, and that's not possible. Okay, so I will suggest you rethink and re-strategize and come up with another answer. That's my suggestion. So MC Grow is saying, he's laughing, okay. Okay, first teacher says I was referring to the previous one, but also this looks to be very difficult, very interesting channel. Thank you so much for the compliment. Remember to subscribe, friends, if you have not done that. That way, anytime I upload a new video, you will definitely be informed or notified. Okay? So, Shobi is saying is C. Alan is saying give a clue. I should give a clue. The clue is there already. the clue. Alan, there is clue there. The clue is there. Okay. Here na Chesley Black. Here me kwa yesterday. Okay. All right, so Alma is saying is 31. Alma is saying is 31. Okay. Okay, after this, the next question is going to be very easy. I think it's going to be very easy. Okay, so Alan is saying is, okay, Dr. Thomas says is C. That is 32. Alan is saying is 30. Nima says it's 31. Demon says it's 32. Okay. What could be the answer? Okay, let's answer this. Let's answer this and get it done with. So if you have not suggested, this is the time for you to try and suggest your own answer before we do it together. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Z is saying is 32. Aye is saying is 32. Lima is saying is 31. Richard is saying is 22. All right. Now let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Now, first things first, we look for a pattern. Now, for those of you that got 32, I know this is what you did, and that is what I did at first. Okay, so I'm going to be sincere. That was exactly the first thing I did, but unfortunately, that's not the answer. So if you do that, you see 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. So you will now think that 16 times 2 is 32. But there is something wrong with this pattern if you follow that pattern. Okay? If you do that, notice that you ignored 1. So, and that is not possible in an IQ. You are meant to use everything, right? So I think that is what disqualifies 32 from being the answer. Now, let's look into this and try to get another pattern here. If you look at this, we have 1 plus 2. One thing about additional wall all the time is that additional wall, when you have something like this, it's called additional wall. Okay? You add this to this, you get that. So if this is 2 and this is 3, then this is 5. So when you see an additional wall, something like that should come to your mind. Yes, that is one thing about additional walls. Something like that should come to your mind. But in this case, it's additional wall under IQ. So definitely there must be a twist to all these things. There must be a twist. So when you say 1 plus 2, you notice that you will not get 3. And that is funny, right? But if you add 1 to this, the answer you got here, you get 4. So if I say 1 plus 2, then plus 1, I'll get 4, okay? Then let's repeat that. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 1 will give me 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus 1 will give me 8. And this is in line with addition walls. Okay? Now, when you come to the second line, you see 4 plus 6 is 10. But this time you add 2 instead of 1. Okay? So 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 6 plus 8 is 14. And 14 plus 2 is 16. You can see that. So there is a pattern here. So we added plus 1 for the first row, plus 2 for the second row. So plus 3 is what we are going to use to get this. So we add 12 plus 16, we give us 28. And when we add 3, we get 31. And that is why 31 is the answer. Interesting, right? Yes. That is why our answer is 31. So do you have anything to say before we do another one? Another one is going to be very easy. Yeah. So I don't want to stress you people again. 32 down, left is doubled. So MC Freesty, you can see that that is not the answer. All right. Nima is laughing. Channel B, thank you, thank you. So Shelby is saying sneaky. Yeah, that's the truth. Ryan, you are welcome. So let's drop another question. Okay, let's drop another question. Remember, I said I'm not going to stress you this time. So this is going to be very easy. Let's rest our brain a bit. So with this easy question, I believe everyone will get this one right. All of us. We are meant to get this right. So you have a 4x4 matrix. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You need me to fill this ink so that it will be very, very legible. So if you're happy to be here and you are enjoying this, please, that means you're owing me a like button. That is if you love what I'm doing. If you truly love it, please like the video or the live stream. Then also subscribe so that anytime I go live, you will be notified. Okay. So we have 299. We have 857. We have 794. We have 65. Okay. Thank you so much for the likes. The love is different from the like. If you want to like, you can click and hold on your screen and you're going to see your thumbs up, your thumbs down, anyhow you feel, just click the one you love. And if you click the love button, I also love you. Thank you so much. All right, now Shobi is saying the channel last night never gave answer. Shobi, sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say. All right, Alan said, thank you, you're very clever. Thank you so much, you're welcome. Ryan says, I truly love this. Thank you, Ryan. MC Grow says, that's uneven. Yeah, because it's a freehand sketch. Okay. What is Shobi talking about? Kevin is saying 9. Joyce says it's 10. Like I said, this one is very easy. So I expect most of us to get it right. This is very easy. I wanted us to use it to reduce our... Okay, this person is saying it's 9. Okay. Saying is 9. All right. Okay. Okay. 9. Gabriel saying is 9. Raymond says it's 9. Joyce says the answer is 9. Okay. Self-improvement. Thank you for joining again today. So your answer is 7. Like I said, this is very easy. I expect most of us to get it right. This is very easy. I expect most of us to get it right. Okay. All right. Okay. Ryan says the answer is 10. Ryan says the answer is 10. So Life says it's 7. 7. All right. Just keep the answer coming. The important thing here is for you to try it out yourself. And one thing about IQ test is that most times the pattern of the question will tell you how to go about it. Just like the addition wall. I told you how addition wall works. That is how it works. Once you see addition wall, that is how it looks. And you need to add 1 to get one answer. Okay. I don't know how to explain that. I've already taught you that. So this is another, all these 3x3 matrix, 4x4 matrix, you can easily get that. You search your answer in rows or in columns. Yeah. Ryan, hello, I'm here. So you search your answer in rows and in columns. So line says is 7. Okay, so you search a pattern through the rows and search a pattern through the columns. There must be an answer lying between these two, in rows or in columns. Okay, MC Gross says it's 13. Okay. MC says the answer is 13. Okay, maybe I should help out by dropping the options. Now, let me drop the options so that some of you will have a head start. So A is 5, B is 7, C is 9, and D is 11. D is 11. So let's see how this goes. Now I've given you options, so I believe it's better now. I've given you options, so I believe it's better now. All right, so Autobab says the answer is 9. Okay. All right, so we move. Okay, I can see from here, counting down adds up to 20 in each column, and that is part of Bab. All right, we're going to be saying 20 minus 6 plus 5. Nice one, bro. Okay, so I think we have exhausted our options, right? Okay, Rama, hello, you are welcome. Roman is saying is 9. Okay. Okay, we have Rema and we have Raman. Now, Manikanda Raman is saying is 9, and Ramatata is saying, is this like Sudoku? You figure it out. MC is saying you didn't establish the term. Sorry. Explain. I don't understand. Okay. MC, please explain. So MC says the answer is 9, and Gambler Junior is saying D, that's 11. Kevin says could be 11. Okay. Jan is saying the answer is 9. All right. Shelby says C, and that is 9 as well. Okay, we have more of 9. We have more of 9. Self-improvement says doesn't make sense. I think it does. Okay, Ryan is saying let's get started. I will in a jiffy, okay? So self-improvement says doesn't make sense. It does. Trust me. Check through the rows, check through the columns. You will definitely see a pattern. Roman is saying the answer is C. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this so that we move on to another question. Okay, when can we know the answer? You are going to know the answer right now. All right, now, like I said, when you have all these 2 by 3, 3 by 3 metrics, 4 by 4, or whatever, just go through the rows and the columns to check a pattern. All right. So if I go through the rows, I will notice something. The rows doesn't really have a pattern. Okay, we have 2 here. This is 8. This is 7. This is 6. It's scattered. We have 9, 5, 9, 5. It doesn't make sense. If I check through the columns, it's still the same thing. I have 2, 9, 9. Doesn't make sense if I start to reason it in a way that maybe 2 plus 2 will give me 4, 4 plus 2 will give me 8. It's not like that. Now, another way to check is to add. Let's add each row and see if there is a pattern there. Then we add each column to see if there is a pattern from there. So if we add each row, if we add 2 to 8, we have 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. And 17 plus 6 is 23. Okay. Now let's add the second row. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 10 is 28. So it doesn't make sense. So we're not going to get anything if we add the rows. Now let's check the columns. Let's check the columns. Okay. Now we have 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 plus 9 is 20. We have 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. So you can see that we've gotten the pattern. Yes, it's now very clear because 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 7 is 20. Now we have 6 plus 5 is 11. So 11 plus 9 will give us 20. And that is why the answer is 9. All right, I hope that helps. Y and X look like 21. Y and X? Wrong, it depends on the terms. Okay, MC Grow, please drop the terms for us. All right. Okay, now, yeah, MC, I'm serious. Explain what you meant because I'm also here to learn. All right. I'm also here to learn. All right. Now, Eric, you are welcome. Now, this is another question. If 3 plus 1 is 12, if 3 plus 1 is 12, and 3 plus 3 is 18, 3 plus 5 is 24, 3 plus 7 is 30, so what is 3 plus 4? What is 3 plus 4? Okay. Rema says, what number is? Okay. Now, Gambler is saying, oh, now I got it. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. Eric says, I'm here. I'm back. You're highly welcome. Aye says it's 15. Aye says it's 15. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I am saying sorry. The answer is 21. Okay. 21. Yeah, it is. It's an IQ test. 3 plus 4 is what? Everyone knows that 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay. But Watson says it's 35. So Ely says, Tish, I'm trying my best, but my brain just filled for fight for live. Just keep trying. Okay, just keep trying. There's a pattern there. Okay, Pat Cell says, I think I got it. So what is it? MC Gross says, if you go by rows, you can say 5 is added for each row. Then the answer would have been 13 for the last problem. If you go by each row, that 5 is added. It's not, okay, let me see. 2 plus 5 will give you 7, but what I'm seeing there is 8 immediately after 2. So what are you saying that if you go by rows, you can say 5 is added for each row? How is 5 added for each row? There has to be a repeated pattern that is very obvious. We just have the first one and we got 23. The second one we got 28. But there is no third equation or the third pattern to confirm that yes, they added 555. I don't know if you're getting it. So assuming we added there is a third row and we added it and we got something that showed that yes, 5 is added. That is when you confirm that yes, 5 is added on each row. But getting the first and the second answer doesn't prove anything yet. Okay, because there is no third answer to confirm that 5 is actually added. So that is the truth, MC. All right, I hope that makes it clearer for you. All right, Jenny says the answer is 21. Tahata says depends. 3 plus 1 is 12. Maybe 1 is automatically 6 in common. Pato says you have my mind working this morning. Exactly. I need you to exercise that brain. I think it's been a while. So MC Gross says 36. 36, okay. Tisha, at this point, I think my notebook deserves a degree. That's funny. JP is saying 36. Griff says it's 36. It's 21 multiplied addition by 3. Okay, Jenny is saying 21. I'm quite certain. All right. Rama says 21. Junior is saying 21. Rama is saying 3 plus 3 is 18. 6 would be into. MC Gross says 23, 28, 33. How do you now make it 33? How sure are you that the next must be 33? That is the truth. Okay. So we don't solve IQ tests based on assumption. Yes, we don't do that. Sorry, but that is honest truth. There is a pattern that is very, very clear and is obvious. So that is what we are supposed to follow. Okay. All right. Shalak says 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. All right. So JP says she can't be this low. Lombada says it's 21. Eric says it's 21. Don't worry, JP, you will understand when you are in my shoe. By the time you go to your channel, on that live button, let's see how fast you can go in 1 hour plus. And you are very fast and you are moving. Let's see how that goes, okay? All right, now Lomba says it's 21. Eric is saying it's 21. Dime Braid is saying it's 23. Tahata says 24. Always depend on 6. Ebube, you are still here. Thank you, bro. So Ebube says it's 36. 13 wasn't a multiple choice. That is Shobi. We have 21 from this. Elaman says I love it. Okay. Rika says 21. I have Griffith saying 36, 21. Okay, now let's go. If I do not read yours, okay. If I did not read your own answer, I'm sorry, I have to drop the answer. Okay, Josie is saying it's 21. Griffith is saying it's 36. Okay, now let's go. This is it. This is it. There's always a formula that you can derive from the pattern. So this is the formula. Now let's go. 3 multiplied by 3 plus 1 will give us 12. Because 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4 multiplied by 3 will give us 12. So similarly, 3 plus 3 is 6. And 6 multiplied by 3 will give us 18. Okay. Now 3 plus 5 is 8. And 8 multiplied by 3 will give us 24. Also, 3 plus 7 is 21. And 3 plus 7 is 10. And 10 multiplied by 3 is 30. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And 7 multiplied by 3 will give us 21. So that is the answer. Okay. So let's see what you have to say. My 3rd grade teacher gave us one. She wrote ash plus ash on board and we had to guess the answer. Really? Nice one. Yeah, Ugwebe is saying it's 21. She put different ash or fingers on board each time. Took few minutes, but we got it. Nice one, Aye. That's a nice one. Okay. At this point, friends, I've been on this live for over an hour and I've been talking and I'm tired, okay? I'm tired, so I really need to take a leave. Ryan says, I love it, baby. You love what? Okay. Now, Rema is saying 24. Okay, let's see what he says. Say 3 plus 5 equals 24. I would like be resolved 4 times. Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Eddie is saying several patterns possible. Okay. Second number is odd except 4 is even. Second number is odd except 4 is even. MC Grow is saying once again you didn't establish the terms. Okay, all right. Ryan says love the work, ma. All right. Now I understand what you're saying. Love the work, ma. Okay, that's better. All right, thank you guys. And we see again. I don't know when, but definitely I'm going live again today. So that is why it's important you hit that subscription button so that you'll be notified when I come on live again. So thank you all for joining. Ugo Dalo. All right, thank you all for joining and see you in my next live stream. Bye. Oh, you could just